I'm only unsatisfied with his answer. The inner demon transforms into him again.
Here you go again. Trying to deny your desire.
Okay, not too first. But that's pretty hot. I'm sorry. The game's also serving the girlies here right now. Not just the men, also the girlies.
Deep down inside, you've always wondered, asking yourself why these evil people never got the punishment they deserve. Why the world is so unfair. Don't you want to rip them to shreds? Just like that day when you beat that boy's face into the dirt until he was barely recognizable. His disgusting blood staining your fists. Recall your exhilaration, your cathartic release of rage, that outpour of hatred. That victory belongs to you. You deserve it.
Those brothers and sisters of mine are all dead. I cannot take revenge against the long deceased.
They died by Hartman's hand. Dying in the power struggle to become the Ravenlock family's heir, rather than by our side. Boring.
Boring. I find it hilariously ironic. Children who would murder their own kin for scraps of power dead at the hand of their uncle who followed their example. Is that not karma? Power struggles pitting kin against each other, betrayal, suspicion, and hatred between people of the same blood. It's like a curse written into the Ravenlock family's genes. Laughably stupid.
Don't forget, my dear, that the same blood flows through your veins.
But if to prove his words, the inner demon transforms into Hartman. Oh god, can I just punch him now?
That's right.
Yeah, I'm not blushing anymore.
No matter how much you deny,
The hot cutscene's over.
The Ravenlock family flows through your veins.
Ugh.
Survival of the fittest. Only the strongest deserve to live. Only the strongest deserve to rule.
Yeah.
This is the path of success that has led the Ravenlock family to victory countless times.
Whatever you say.
A blessing and a curse etched into your flesh and blood. As long as you live, you'll never escape the mark of family. You are destined to one day become someone like me, like your father.
Nope. I can choose not to do that, bitch.
Is that fear I sense?
You're not gonna be like them, don't worry.
Trembling. Why does the Ravenlock bloodline terrify you so?
Because they apparently suck.
I won't become like my father. Never.
You won't become a failure like him. So relax. Our power eclipses him, and so does our ambition. So, do not deny your own desires. Do not resist your own ambition. This is the talent you were born with. The best gift fate has ever given you. Admit it. Deep within your heart lies a spark, yearning to ignite a raging inferno that will burn everything down. And I am that spark.
After an intense bout of dizziness, Hugo awakens in a dark warehouse. The ropes that bound him had come undone at some point. Oh god, we're still not done. Hugo takes a deep breath of the damp air and stands up. Hugo straightens out his attire, tidies himself up, and he opens the warehouse door.
Lycon.
Oh no, we're still not over.
I'd be
No,
this genuinely thankful to see you.
we're not over this. We're still in that nightmare
Seeing
scenario.
you means this never-ending nightmare is finally over.
Nobody. I have bad news for you. Why did you break our oath? Why did you use me? My eye and these legs, they were all your fault. You know, you are exactly like your father. Oh.
I don't want to hear.
He wouldn't say
like
that.
from you.
He wouldn't say that.
You have no idea what that man, my father, is really like.
A person who stops at nothing for their own interests and ambitions. Just like what you're doing right now.
And what do you think I'm doing this for?
All of this was part of your plan. You knew where the Ravenlock family was going to be, so you set Mockingbird's target there. To seek revenge, you plotted to assassinate your own father, but he was too vigilant, and you failed. After almost being assassinated, your father was furious and locked everyone in the hall, but was unable to find the assassin.
And what a coincidence that a hollow disaster just occurred in the vicinity. So he used it to eliminate all the unfamiliar faces there, turning them into victims of the hollow, an easy feat for the Ravenlock family. So, the one who killed innocents was my father, not me.
You knew what choice an extremist like him would make. And you used the chaos to once again attempt an assassination. This time you succeeded. You killed your own father at the cost of innocent lives.
Oh, was that
Admit
related
it,
to the
Hugo,
cutscene that we
you
saw the
don't
last
care
time?
about anyone else. The only thing
Where he was
you
like
care
sitting
about is your
in between
revenge.
50,000 corpses?
How is that any different from your father?
Enough. I'm tired. I may hate him for betraying me, but he wouldn't say something like that.
What?
You aren't Lycon. You're the other me, hidden deep within
Hugo is such a
my
smarty
heart.
pants. It's a smart little guy. Hugo takes a deep breath and slowly opens his eyes. Lycon is gone. In his place is that familiar figure. But a doubt, he is still within an illusion.
I've
Hi,
been
buddy.
waiting for you, my dear.
It seems you've already grown accustomed to this place.
Yeah, it's the third time now, buddy. You know,
Tables on me.
try something new.
Just as you said, you are me, and I am you. There's no such thing as having an advantage over oneself. We are ultimately one and the same, forever inseparable.
Then you should know what I want to say. When you and Lycon split, you didn't even try to clear up the misunderstanding, didn't deny or argue against what he said. Because you realized that deep down, he was right about you. You just hadn't acted on it yet. Some people live only to bring more suffering into this world. Sometimes, murder is what brings justice back into this world.
For that, I must stain these hands in blood.
That's right. Just like what you said before you faked your death.
You're still up.
Those words really
Welcome.
just an act. To slay the dragon, you must first become one with sharp claws, rending fangs, and strength enough to destroy anything.
How you
know the
doing,
truth
buddy?
better than anyone. If you hadn't hesitated and instead seized the first opportunity to kill your father, none of what followed would
We
have
don't know
happened.
that.
Innocent civilians wouldn't have died.
We don't know that either.
Partner wouldn't have lost an eye and both legs trying to save people. And Mockingbird would have never gotten to that point. You can save more people. Save good people. Save more lives than the evil ones you take.
I've spent countless hours in regret over that incident.
So why not submit to your true nature? You want to be the judge, jury, and executioner of this world. And you can.
Wait, what do you mean by that,
I
Ursula?
wasn't
What?
responsible for Father's death. The true mastermind is my uncle, Hartman. His schemes to kill the head of the family were all so he could take control. Mockingbird was simply unlucky enough to get caught up in it. So, for a behemoth like the Ravenlock family, with its roots so deep, a single person's death, regardless of who that person is, wouldn't change anything. Of course, whether it's Tops, the Mayflower family, or even the entire world, it's actually all the same.
No, I don't. I do know what you mean by
refuse to
cherry
be
blossoms. I
dragged
don't
down
understand what
by
you mean by the
pointless
hard drive.
hatred any longer.
You foolish, stubborn idiot. Do you understand the power of hatred? Have we not
Yeah,
come
it's
this
destroying
far
yourself.
precisely
Bit by bit over
because of it?
time.
Or are you going to follow Lycon and Jack's twisted logic? Come on. You don't actually trust anyone? Otherwise, why would you hide this whole scheme of faking your death from them?
Oh, drive right, not hard drive.
You've built an impenetrable
I'll be honest,
wall
in this
around your
economy, I
heart
don't expect
to
anyone
keep
having a home.
everyone out.
A house with a driveway.
Right to do so. No one in this world can be trusted. Always. All you'll receive is hatred from your own blood and no love. Suspicion from your companions and betrayal that comes all too
But you have a cherry blossom tree in your driveway? Damn, I'm jealous.
The most ridiculous thing is that you want them to trust you. You stay silent and long for them to notice your suffering. You yearn for your companion's understanding and trust. Idiot. That's why you are incapable of exploiting them for your own ends. You care about their safety even more than your own. But remember, only the weak need companions. And we are children born from hatred. We are different from them. I will never be like them. And I don't need to be. Come. Let me show you what powers we can wield.
But you are me. And I'll never lose to myself.
This is in a turmoil. I'm doing fine. Oh look, there's my hat. And the hat's gone. Oh look, there's me again. But an evil form. Oh buddy, am I fighting myself now? Let's go! Okay, let me actively read him because I want to use him later on. I have a fucking ass psych. I love this so much. Okay. The next special attack ultimate hits a stunned enemy. The Totalize effect is triggered. This effect increases the skill's damage multiplier based on the enemy's remaining stun duration. So he is also based off stun. Okay, okay. If the trigger neutralized, the enemy will immediately recover from stun, and a certain amount of days will be inflicted. Oh, okay.
Think about all the injustice you've suffered.
Ooh, I'm fast.
If you choose to forgive,
I am a fast boy.
betray yourself.
Yeah, I forgot I have. Slow down.
Letting you consume me would be the real
Oh,
betrayal
he's
to myself.
fun to play.
You're just afraid to admit it.
Okay, so is the play using an EX1 immediately at the start of the stun because the multiplier is higher the higher my stun is? Or is it better to use it at the end? Ow. Good lord, was high.
Are you trying to kill me?
Where are you?
You think you can just get rid of me?
Absolutely think so, but where are you going? Bitch.
Me. You are nothing.
Oh, I'm a lot of things without
For
hatred
what
in my
it's
life.
worth. Thank you.
Oh,
Don't
my
be afraid.
combo is really cool.
You and I are inseparable. You're part of
Oh,
me,
I have a little knife.
just as I am part of you.
I have a kick, and then a knife. Oh, I'm so cool.
Change anything.
Sorry. Gotta admire the man.
No,
I'm not getting a lot of this game.
it's not just platitudes. I finally understand now. Some pain only fades when it's seen, when it's accepted. So I won't fight you anymore. I won't hate myself anymore. Weakness, hatred, malice, strength, forgiveness, justice.
Oh. I can't beat him up anymore. We accepted our weakness. Finally, meet up with Lycon. Oh.
Hugo, it's time.
He still cares for us.
Hugo. Hugo, you...
Did I scare you? I made it through. I won. No praise from me, my dearest partner.
Wait, is my eye less blue?
This is just like what I saw in my dream. I guess there are still some lingering side effects. Ah,
I was
My
admiring my
former
man in
partner.
my game.
you're still as punctual as ever.
Are you sure you're fully recovered?
How about we fight? And I'll show you how recovered I am.
I refuse to fight someone who is in need of medical attention.
Lycon! Lycon's like, bitch, you need a doctor. I ain't fighting your ass. Lycon falls silent for a moment and eventually hands over a coin. No, looking at the packaging, it's not a coin, but a familiar chocolate.
How thoughtful. I'm touched. Or perhaps is this simply part of Victoria Housekeeping's professional care?
Oh, he always had double colored eyes. I
I'd
just
rather
thought it
you
was
not
like more
starve to
bluish.
death.
But maybe I'm just like imagining shit. Hugo takes the coin. After a moment of silence, he eventually eats it.
not to your liking. I'm fairly certain this is the same kind as before.
No. I've just gone too long without food. It feels a bit uncomfortable.
Oh, baby
Either
boy.
way, thank you.
Look at the friendship
What
rekindled!
exactly happened in the warehouse?
Just going a bit crazy from... you know what? Were you expecting anything else? But... I did have a very long dream. A dream about many things from the past. If I had to put it
You mean
into
this one?
words, it would be like giving myself psychological therapy. You seem like you could benefit from some too. How about it? Want to book a session with me? Trust me, I'm a pro.
Seems you really have recovered.
Well, of course. I'm feeling pretty great right now. Like I could argue with you all day on every petty detail of who exactly was in the wrong back then.
I wanted to ask, what you said about Mockingbird before, when you faked your death, was that part of the act?
You mean the part about how Mockingbird has never really changed anything or saved anyone. I didn't expect you to still be so hung up
The guy
on
you mean is
this.
Vadavyazura. That's just a cosplay.
Interesting. After all, it was you who chose to betray Mockingbird. To betray me.
Just as I said before, I never considered Mockingbird a failure. Perhaps Mockingbird deviated from its origins, but it has its value. You shouldn't reject the things you've done. Or Mockingbird.
I have contemplated this before. Yes. Mockingbird has helped some people and has genuinely managed to cause trouble for those who abuse their positions of power for evil. Yet those in high positions still possess immense resources, and the people we helped remain destitute and suffering, willing to become slaves to those in power for scraps. But just as you said, even if what we did was childishly idealistic and flawed, as little as we actually achieved, even the slightest change is by no means meaningless. Nothing holds more value to me than Mockingbird.
Hugo stares out at the ocean. Gentle breeze lifts his golden locks. Sunlight glances off both his eyes. Very romantic.
All right, let's catch up later.
Very
I still
romantic.
have things to do and need to wrap up my plan.
I thought you would rest up first.
As much as I would prefer that. My dear uncle and the Exaltus fanatics likely would not give me such an opportunity. If all has gone to plan, the fish will have taken the bait already. And if everything goes very well, I'll soon have solid evidence of the Ravenlock family's crimes. Well then, thank you for your assistance, former partner. Let's part ways here.
I'll go with you.
Lycon, surely you don't think that because I just recovered, I'm too weak to deal with those useless fools.
Hartman's actions will disturb the safety of New Eridu. As I serve the mayor, I should intervene.
Very well, whatever. Let's go. And don't slow me down.
Before that, don't you have something to tell me? What do you mean? Don't play coy with me. I know you're not spilling your whole plan, so you kick things off by approaching Edmund from the top's big shots. How did you manage to sweet-talk him? A bit of an illegitimate child, but I still have that Ravenlock family blood running through my veins. Funny enough, this Lord Edmund thinks direct lineage is way more noble than the side branches, which is absolutely laughable. So I played his arrogance to my advantage, and let's be real, I had some juicy intel to swap with those high rollers. But that's Mockingbird's secret, so I can't let any outsiders in on it. He's like, join us again and I can tell you all the secrets. Is the sacrifice core from the mayor's lab your handiwork too? You could say that. The security there is no joke, so I had to leverage Tufts for some extra intel. After all, as you know, they've got plenty of moles planted next to your mayor. And it was you who threw the sacrifice core up for auction to learn the Exaltus. You knew they'd be all over it. Yep, I am the sacrifice square right into the robe of heroes. They actually match pretty nicely, don't you think? Classic you. I heard that after the auction, they found a stash of counterfeit Denny's. Feel free to take wild guesses, but honestly, I think those Denny's would rather be out in the wild than sitting in those hoity-toity accounts. And you found Hartman and talked him into a partnership, getting your hands on more intel on the sacrifice and the Exaltists. After that, you shot that crime warning letter to the mayor, giving the city a lettered reason to spring into action. Yep, that was spot on. Look at you, real genius over there. In the end, you faked your own death to pull yourself out of the mess, and you used the whole show to redirect everyone's attention to Hartman and the Ravenlocks, keeping the Exaltists on their toes. Hold on a sec, if that's all there is, why did you let Hartman slip you the drug? I mean, you'd have a way to dodge that kind of thing. I've got something I've been keeping under wraps. Actually, I've teamed up with your beloved mayor. What? When it comes to stopping the Exaltists, the mayor and I are on the same wavelength, so we can totally collaborate. You should be wondering is why he didn't clue you in on this. Told you, I don't trust this mayor, fella. The mayor must have had his reasons. If you can convince yourself of that, more power to you. Just know that if you ever want to swing back to Mockingbird, you can come back me. On your knees. Doing certain things. I'll make sure to turn you down gracefully. Alright, enough chit chat. We've got bigger things to deal with. Well, I can't tell you exactly what he means by moles. Maybe it's real ass moles. Who the fuck knows? Is he always throwing his head away? Buddy, how many heads do you have that you can just like throw all of those away constantly?
I know where they are. Those are Ravenlock's men.
Hello
The
there.
workers with them are the victims who were tricked into going into the Hollow.
Move, please. Come on.
Look at them working together. Oh, you're still alive, buddy? Not anymore. Oh, hello there. You're untied of workers. Thank goodness, someone's here to save us. Thank you. You're welcome. So, could you tell us what those Ravenlocks did to you before they run off? They're a bunch of liars. They tricked us into this hollow. They said they had a job with a high pay for us, but they kept avoiding the topic after we got here. Something didn't seem right, so I wanted to leave. But then they showed their true colors. They tied us all up and told us they were gonna ship us off somewhere. Didn't make you take any weird medicine, did they? Medicine? No. But it wasn't just us they tricked. Our group went that way. I see. Here, take this carrot. There's an exit nearby. You should get out of here as soon as possible. I can't thank you enough. Let's go, Hugo. We must save the rest of them. You sure are eager. Okay, bye, guys. Gotta move on.
Bunch of nobodies. Annoying as hell. Kill them!
We are a bunch of nobodies.
You're welcome to try.
Bam! Goodbye, buddy. Any chests somewhere that I'm
More
missing?
workers
There are
here.
more workers.
And quite a lot of them.
It's two, buddy. You untie the workers. Who are you? Your saviors. Thank you. Thank you. I had a bad feeling about that grief from the start. Shouldn't have ignored my gut instinct. Did those Ravenlocks do anything to you? Do anything? Well, we weren't doing as we were told, so they tied us up. Nothing else? Oh, good. Oh, right. There was another batch of workers ahead of us. They should be there by the roof. Don't worry, I'll handle it. We'll get out of here as soon as you can. Let's continue.
Is Hartman behind
Are we giving them a
this
carrot too? Oh, chest.
Of course. He threw them into the Hollow like offerings for the Exaltists. To him, those workers are just another resource.
Look at the
no
cunty
different
little way
from
he
the
stops.
ether his company mines in the Hollow.
Sorry. Sorry. It's a kind of bit conty though. You can be real with that.